It's a mix of what they call nowadays neurotypical and neurodivergent. And it's not just autism. There's, ADD, ADHD, that kind of thing. And then it's for, as I said before, 11 to 17-year-olds. We meet on Thursdays and Saturdays. So the Thursdays are for homeschoolers or those who school at home. Like if they're online, have an online school and they can leave for the afternoon. And then on once a month Saturdays is for any schooling situation.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then so what times are the Thursdays?
All the times, including Saturdays, are 1:30 to 4:30.
Okay.
And the Thursdays, it's a little different because we meet at Living Hope Church up
Okay.
on Manitou Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then where do
Mhm.
you meet on Saturdays?
Saturdays we meet at our residence
Oh, okay.
on the west side. It's not far at all from the church.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you must have a big yard.
Yes, and that is what was so appealing because we started out at the YMCA over at Garden Ranch, which is no more anymore, and they double booked us and we're like, gosh, we have this huge yard. Why not do it here? So we did until we got involved in Living Hope Church. Now we're members, and they graciously let us have classes, what we call classes.
Right.
Mind you, it's not a traditional class. I don't sit down
Right.
and lecture them for an hour.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so they're letting us do that and the summer camp as well. So they
Is
have a
that
huge field.
okay? Is that so your classes obviously they're interactive and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
I
loosely said.
Right. I try to make it as interactive as possible, although it's sharing about history and the Bible sometimes I don't know how to do that totally 100% interactive.
Right. Right. Well,
So
and
yeah.
so as you're doing these, what is the goal for each one? And is it a like a curriculum kind of thing that it starts at like the spring sessions are already in full it's already started, right?
Yes. So how it works is I decide on a theme the year before, like in March, which means I have to do that this month. Um,
For next
so
year.
right. So
Okay.
I start with a Bible theme, and I started with the armor of God, and from Ephesians 6:10 through 18, somewhere around there. And so then I decided on the history period, and we kind of rotate. We went from ancient, what was it? It might have been Greek history. I think we did ancient Greek history, and then I decided to do Vikings for the summer camp, and it extended it into the whole English history in the medieval times with the Vikings up until 1066. So then I write the storyline one one class or event at a time beforehand. I have to do that this afternoon for
Okay.
tomorrow. But
Okay.
so I take all that and I put it in my fantasy world that I created. I started creating this world when I was a preteen, and so I just took everything I had done and expanded it and used it for the world that we quote unquote play in. This
You're
world
your own token.
I am. I actually when I was a senior in high school, I took creative writing, and my English professor said because I had shown him my writing my novel at the time, which I'd be embarrassed about now, and he goes, Dana is the next J.R. Token and or C.S. Lewis. No pressure. But yes, I used to do dungeon master stuff, Dungeons and Dragons, all that. But
Okay.
yeah. So so I write the curriculum from September after Labor Day when we start all the way to usually we end in April with a storyline, a big overarching storyline with a finish, with a beginning and a big finish, which usually ends up with a big boss battle with Sam because he's the enemy. He
Okay.
plays the enemy. Yes.
Always.
Yeah. So, but anyone can enroll at any time. It doesn't mean that they can't.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, I don't have like closed enrollment
Okay.
per se. And then once a month on Saturdays, the I open it to anybody, well, 11 through 17, et cetera, et cetera, who wants to come. They can come for free. They can play what's called a non-player character that are pre-written, and they can just test it out, see if they like it. And a lot of times they become members. I just got a new member today who came in February and liked it. And so she and her, let's see, the brother and sister are joining. So that's going to expand our club. And then in December, we have a medieval feast, and it's based on the magical dinner that Travis and I, my husband and I, met at, and we've gone to it several times. So I took those elements and I stripped them down to make it accessible and cheaper.
Right.
Paper plates and so forth for kids. And so we do that. We've done that now 2 times in a row at the church, which is really good because I can't fit more than 20.
All
And
right.
we must have had like 30 at least at the church. So it was great. So yeah, so we do that. And then in the spring, the first Thursday of May, we have what's called a knighting award ceremony. And my husband, who plays, I play a queen. Oh, here. Whoops. Sorry.
It's okay.
Here. Let me
Oh,
introduce.
I love
I'm
it.
Queen Amadarian.